Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch What, and thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at the Zenith Class Elite Reserve de Marche. You can see this 37mm stainless steel Zenith Class Elite on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of this video at any time to see our full listing for this watch with photos, accessories listed, and complete pricing. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that the Zenith Class Elite is definitely in the realm of the ultra thin. Now I say that because by the standards of automatic winders with a jump date and a power reserve, it is remarkably compact. Now the watch measures 37mm across the round of the case, a delightfully moderate 46 from lug to lug, and in total profile it's 9.5mm, but I have to emphasize that with a cupped case back, it nestles into the skin and sits lower. And as you can see from this vantage point, the bezel is nicely sloped. This easily fits under any kind of tight sleeve or dress cuff. Now the Elite is a little bit off the beaten path for most mainstream fans of Zenith because it's known as the El Primero company, but in a lot of ways the Elite is a more modern, more capable caliber that allows Zenith to do things with a luxury watch it just can't do with its veteran chronograph. Now you can see this watch is a beautifully classical composition, polished stainless steel case of moderate size, wonderfully thin in profile, which you can see to good advantage. You can also see that cupped case back profile I mentioned. Delicate, flowing, beautifully formed compound curves in the lugs themselves. Because the watch isn't oversized, Zenith can extend the lugs beautifully, giving them a form factor that really contributes to the shape and the sensuous character of the case. Now the strap, likewise very traditional. Rectangular scale alligator leather with a monotone stitch. It's very minimally bolstered, and you can see the taper matches the thickness of the lugs very nicely at the junction with the case. Now on the strap's back, it is a very supple calfskin leather, and it's paired with a beautiful Zenith double deployant clasp, quite beautifully built. It's fully polished inside and out, and I'll show you to good advantage. It's also in outstanding condition here. Very substantial. It nevertheless maintains a very low profile when closed, such that the buckle itself has the look of a classical pin buckle when closed. This one maintains a low profile. It doesn't overwhelm the watch itself. Now the watch itself has a gorgeous dial, and it is mostly dial. Zenith cleverly keeps the dial maximized and the bezel minimized. It's a small, bright polished silver halo around a gorgeous silvered and highly articulated dial featuring a couple of different features. First and foremost, all applied Dart and Arabic hour indices and numerals, quite beautiful and upscale, polished to a high shine. They're a beautiful contrast against the matte silver of the dial base. Moving from the frosted hour track and minute track, we get to the center dial, which has a gorgeous Clou de Paris rose lathe guilloche pattern. Now it has inset small seconds at 9 o'clock, a beautiful stepped. This is a date window between 4 and 5 with just enough of a step down from the dial to the disc itself that it's not a sheer cut through. Now the Zenith marquee is beautifully raised, as is the automatic nomenclature at 6 o'clock, and there is a guilloche cut for the sweep of the Reserve de Marche indicator. Now this is the Zenith caliber 685, so the Elite automatic winding with a power reserve indicator. It is a 55-hour power reserve, and because it's fairly high geared to the crown, as you wind it, you get a satisfying and easily legible sweep of the Reserve de Marche indicator. This one's easy to see, instant gratification as you turn the crown. Now the watch does feature a wonderfully finished case back, open and beautiful. There are a couple of distinctive finishing traditions here. It is distinct from Zenith's El Primero movements, which typically figure with a combination of blued and polished screws, blued for adjustment, polished for assembly, often featuring perlage on the bridges as opposed to the base plate. Here Zenith plays a little bit more classical, with a guilloche on the winding rotor and a circular Côte de Genève across the bridges themselves. There is a beautiful and even engine turning or perlage across the base plate. This is traditional watch finishing at its best, and Zenith does it well, a manufacturer building both the case and the movement. This is an exceptional one because it is the most modern movement that Zenith builds. The El Primero dates back to 1969. The Elite was born at Basel World 1994, and it's a gorgeous piece, ultra thin in profile. This movement with the Reserve de Marche and automatic winding is nevertheless only 3.28 millimeters thick, allowing Zenith to achieve this beautifully slim case profile. It also features a few refinements that the El Primero lacks. Notably, when you pull the crown, and I'll show you this to good effect, you do stop the balance, you do stop the constant seconds hand for precise time setting to a known accurate reference clock, atomic clock, or quartz watch. The El Primero does not hack. Moreover, the Elite features a quick set date that can be adjusted in either direction, a unique feature and a refinement once again not boasted by the famed El Primero. Now, of course, there is room for both in a collection, and why not? The Zenith Elite in this profile, 37mm, is the classic image of a Swiss high horology dress watch, and of course, coming from Zenith, the quintessential manufacturer, you're getting tremendous watchmaking savoir-faire and value. See this Zenith Class Elite Reserve de Marche 37mm in stainless steel on our website, watchyouwant.com.